Alright everybody, welcome to a new Let's Play. This time it's going to be Time TENSHI and it's in the same category like, what was it called, Honeycomb Studio, and I think this time it's going to be perfect, awesome, I don't know, the words aren't there, but it's going to be fun. And I mean, with those we can have a good time, I think. So I would say let's start it and then let's see what's going to happen. I don't know the story behind it. The only thing I can tell you is that I turned 18 and there was a fire. No, I don't know who does it, but it's going to be part of the story. Whoosh! Oh my gosh, what is this? It sent smoke climbing up through the sky of my neighborhood. Everyone within a mile could see the damage. The source of the fire was my house. It consumed the backyard, the forest nearby, the picket fence surrounding our pristine lawn, and my mother and father. I was raised an only child. My mother, she was a veterinarian, her family coming from a long line of Japanese technicians and scientists. My dad was raised in Athens, Georgia. He was a musician turned postman who used to tour in local bars and cafes. And all I could do was stand there. I had gone out to go get myself some snacks for the next day when I was planning on going camping with my friends. We were all going up to the local hiking trail to help ring in my 18th birthday. Ooh, it sounds like there was going to be some drinks, huh? Obviously, those plans had to be put on hold. Indefinitely. You have a visitor, Mr. Johnson. Who? As I looked up, I noticed a familiar face. Okay. Grandpa? He nodded towards the nurse in a dismissive but polite manner. If I may have a minute. Of course. Let me know if you two need anything. Thank you. My, how have you grown? Since I last saw you, Kenji, it's been a few years, hasn't it? You do remember me, don't you? Yeah, the grandfather on my mother's side, Tensai Shiro. Good. Now then, how long have you been kept here? Is Kenji actually a girl? I think 2 weeks now. They're kind of keeping an eye on me. On my mental health or something. It's not every day you see your own house burn down. No, that's true. Grandpa paused awkwardly. Now then, I know you're of legal age to take care of yourself at this point, but I still wanted to offer you room and board in one of my labs back home until you're on your feet. I know it's not glamorous option, but well, Kenji, I'm afraid you can't stay in the hospital for too much longer. Insurance only pays so much, you see. Alright, I go. Not as if I really had a choice, do I? I realize these days are very difficult for you, Kenji. I'm not expecting you to come around right away. But I'll be somewhere safe to stay. I'll give you work to get things off your mind if you'd like to. At the time I had no idea what my grandfather did. Looking at him, his wrinkled features, his kind but stern face, the truth hit me that I'd hardly ever had any contact with him. He rarely showed up to family gatherings due to business. Yet now he has the one coming to take care of me. It didn't make much sense, but At this point, I didn't have a choice. Alright, when do we leave? Later that day. Game hint. Press H or middle mouse button to temporarily hide the text window. We arrived at the labs Grandpa spoke of. Grandpa and I stood in the elevator for some time, completely silent until Grandpa spoke up. Okay, also das hier... sorry, now I messed up the languages. So, that's Grandpa. Yeah, we can all see it. He looks like, no, let it be 35 or something like that. But Grandpa should be like 60. Now I have a room already for you near the bottom of this building. It has a few essentials set up there. Bed, dresser, spare clothes. I'll give you the full tour once we get down here.
So you own this place?
I built it actually, with a lot of help of course. I've been doing my own personal scientific research with a lot of time and family inheritance.
And government funding, I assume.
Grandpa paused briefly. I've tried to make it as independent as possible. So the government
doesn't know about this? How is that?
In time, Kenji. For now you should rest and get settled in. I'll introduce you to my assistants tomorrow. I arrived at my room. It was tastefully decorated considering the building it was in and featured white walls with a beige carpet. In it was a wooden dresser and a cabinet as well as a twin mattress. It looks pretty good, pretty nice to be honest. This one fits perfect. The wooden into all that steel metal atmosphere and that carpet pretty good. If you don't look at the steel floor, then the carpet is perfect. It was rather inviting, despite being on the small side and inside of a lab facility. The bed, I noticed a small book. Curious, I picked it up. An old photo album. There's a note on it. Dear Kenji, we were able to salvage this from the incident. The house burned down. We thought it was the right thing to let you own it now. We wish you the best in these difficult times. Unsigned. I took the note off carefully and opened the book. So this is all that's left, huh? I sat on the bed, looking at the photo album, frowning. Just one photo album survived. I opened the album.
These are old, too. My parents' weddings photos. There's me as a toddler.
The photo was an image of a small child climbing up a tree.
Man, I was adventurous, wasn't I?
I smirkled and turned the page.
Or family photos, Christmas portraits, me and that ugly reindeer sweater.
As I turned the pages, I began shaking.
Me with some old friends, wonder what they're up to now? I totally bailed on them that day. Hopefully someone told him what happened.
I flipped through more of the pages.
This thing was filled out. We didn't have a lot of photos. There were a lot of me. My parents out on vacations, probably before I was born. My dad showing me how to play guitar. He would always sing at campfires. As I looked, Little damp marks became apparent on the surfaces of the pictures. My teardrops.
I slammed the book shut and set it aside before throwing myself onto the bed.
Of all the people that it could happen to, why did it have to be me?
As I paused, tears began streaming down my face.
More importantly, why did it have to be them?
Oh, you cannot hear me breathing into the microphone. Though it might be good for the atmosphere, huh? The next morning. Kenji? Kenji, your grandfather wanted you to get up now. I don't blame you for being so sleepy, but it's time to get going. Oosh. Fuck! Oh gosh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt you. I was just...
Yeah! What did you hit me with?
Oh my gosh, it's going to start. Kenji. I stared at the girl for a second and she stared back. Don't get me wrong, guys. I don't stare for a second. I would stare for a lot of time and try to get this strapped down as well, like this one, and then maybe it's going to slip down. She was a small, short girl. After a few seconds of silence, I felt my cheeks blushing red. And I think something else went in a different way, huh?
Ooh.
Oh, I'm sorry. We haven't met yet, have we? She bowed to me in greeting in the traditional Japanese style. My name is Kyu. I'm one of the assistants for your grandfather. Oh my gosh, we are a girl and I was... Nah. But you're so... what? Short? Look, just cause I'm not super tall like all the other assistants doesn't mean... No. That's not what I meant. I meant more like, you seem so young to be helping my grandpa. No, maybe she's the other assistant, huh? Oh well, thank you. I think... I think the whole height thing might make me look like 12 or whatever, but I'm actually all grown up. Seriously, what does she look like? Oh, I can see that, sorry, then don't worry about it. People do it all time. You didn't know, now come on. Tensai wants you to see the lab and meet the other girls. Other girls? Before I could say anything else, she took me by the hand and pulled me out of my bed, leading me back into the hallway, then down towards a large doorway. And I think we might stop here before we see the other girls. So if you want to see more of TENSHI, I don't know how you want to say it, then join tomorrow again. And if you liked it, leave a thumbs up, leave a commentary, and thanks for watching by your pacemaker.
Snack.